The channel just hit 25K, so I'm doing a Q&A. I asked you guys for questions. We have everything from simple to a little bit deeper, so get ready because we're gonna get into all of it. Okay, we're gonna jump right into the most commonly asked question by you guys. Am I dating or do I have kids? So many of you guys asked this. Number one, we'll start with dating. Yes, I am dating. I have had the same boyfriend for the past 10 years. He is awesome. He is amazing. And he is the guy that appears in all of my videos in the background. A lot of you guys have noticed and commented on that. As far as kids go, we do not have kids and we do not want kids. Several reasons behind that, but the primary being that for basically the entirety of our relationship, we have not really spent a lot of time traveling. We are both still working on our careers. I'm very, very early into the creation of this account. So we really just want to take that time to explore, do things, travel places, have fun with each other. And while that doesn't necessarily mean that in the future one day we could change our minds, we are also very, very open to the idea of adoption. Next question that you guys had, do I have pets? I do have 2 pets and I'm gonna see if they're sleeping. If they're not, I want you guys to meet them. Hold on. Okay, so this is Cujo. We call him Babas. He's my baby. I got him when I was 15, going on 16. And fun fact, he just turned 16 in June, so we got to spend our 16s together. But he's a cool baby. Yeah. Next up, we have Navia. She's my boyfriend's dog. We don't know exactly how old she is. I want to say she's between like 12 and 13, but she's so sweet. She knows that Cujo's the boss. One thing about Navia, she does not like when you blow in her face. But yeah, she is our little pretty baby and we love our senior babies. Another thing that you guys wanted to know, what is my favorite color? My favorite color is light blue. I am a little bit obsessed with it, I'm not gonna lie. You guys may have noticed nails, shirts, accessories, even my water bottle is light blue. It is one of those colors that if I don't control myself, I will get carried away. A lot of you guys have also asked how old I am. Some of you have speculated that I'm like in my 20s and I'm actually 31 and I think I look 31. I appreciate you guys that say that I look younger than that, but I didn't actually start this count until I was 30. Biggest life tip. Okay, listen up, please, please, please. I wish someone would have told me this. I wish someone would have drilled it into my brain when I needed to hear it. My biggest life tip is to acknowledge that not everyone's gonna like you. I know, it is the simplest thing. You would think we all can accept it and we can all be okay with it, but not everyone's gonna like you. And you know why? Because you don't like everyone. So why would you expect everybody to like you? What I have found is just by being myself, while yes, it is gonna turn some people away, I'm gonna get some hate, I'm gonna get some comments, there are gonna be people that are like, oh, I hate this thing about you, or like, oh, that was so cringy, whatever. It's also going to allow me to find people that are like, I think just like you. And I'm so glad somebody said that. So I wish that somebody had told me that early on, that someone was like, it is okay to be yourself. It is. It is okay if someone does not like you. It is not a personal attack. It's just, we are not meant to be friends with 8 billion people. And that is the reality of it. It has nothing to do with your significance of a person. Just be okay in being you and be okay in knowing that if someone doesn't like you, that is getting you one step closer to somebody that does. Next thing you guys asked, what are my favorite stores to shop at? I love to shop as well as the holiday season grows closer. I'm gonna just want to shop even more. But primary places that I like to go to, especially for like clothing wise, Target, Windsor. I love Altered State. I'm a big fan of fashion that's very kind of unique and distinct. So they have a lot of pieces that like you wouldn't be able to find in other places, which I really like. Also a big fan of online shopping. Amazon, I've gotten a lot of dresses. I think the dress that I currently have on today is Amazon. TikTok shop, gotten quite a few things from there. As well, I love Ulta. I love Sephora, anything beauty and cosmetic wise. You guys also had questions about habits. What is my guilty pleasure? I love taking baths. Like, not even gonna lie about it, I get so excited over the idea of taking a bath. It is a whole event for me. I will pull up with a face mask. I have snacks. I bring my iPad with me. It It's a whole thing, but I absolutely love it. Also asked, what is my reason for living? I have quite a few. I would definitely say family is a big component of that. My mom, huge influence for me. I hope to one day be able to buy her house and just kind of give her something back for all that she has done for me. I also have two sisters that are currently in high school that come to me for a lot of advice and different things there. Another motivator is having this account and just being able to relate with people and kind of connect with people that are similar to me, as well as allowing people to feel seen. Also, my boyfriend, he has just been such a positive influence on my life, and we've grown so much together that just being able to spend time with him, spending time with our dogs, just being in our home and, sharing these moments together, all of those are really, really important to me. Next one is weird habit, and I've thought of so many different ones that we could cover here, but two that really stand out to me, and my boyfriend would back me up on this. I have this thing where I will randomly meow, especially if it's like very quiet in the house and just kind of feels awkward. It's almost like an icebreaker for me, to where if it's just very silent, I'll just meow. I don't know. It's something that I do, as well as I also just kind of am dorky and whatever in my own way, that if my boyfriend is in a separate room, I will kind of run into the room and just do a little dance or shake my butt or whatever and just kind of run out. And it's pretty common. It's very, very common that I do that. So I guess those would be my weird habits. You guys are getting deep with some of these questions and I love it. So one of them was, if it was my last day on earth, what would I do? And I've kind of thought two different ways about this. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with the movie with Queen Latifah. It's called Last Holiday. If you haven't seen it, it's basically she finds out that she has an illness and she doesn't have a lot of time left. So she kind of just starts doing things that, most people would be a little hesitant, afraid to do. So I kind of almost feel like that might be the thing, but also I kind of feel like one day is a lot to pack in, like skydiving and bungee jumping and like all these different things, right? That as kind of chill and whatever as it sounds, I would really just like to gather with like all of my friends and family, maybe sit around the table, just talk and laugh and, play games and spend time together. Next thing, you guys had some questions about the past, primarily if I would change one thing. And this is a hard question for me because I'm very much someone who's like, the past happened, it kind of brought you to this point, it like needed to be there for the lesson kind of thing. So it's hard for me to like ever be like, I regret this thing and I wish it never happened, because I do like see how it kind of is essential to like getting you to where you need to go kind of thing, right? I would say the only thing maybe is just to kind of realize what I wanted sooner and to allow myself to feel like it was okay. I think for like a long time, I knew I was not in the right environment. I knew what I was doing was not like what I wanted, but I kind of just stayed in it. And I felt like that's what I had to do. And I wish that I had just given myself that grace to be like, you are not happy. That is okay. And it is okay to change it. And you will be okay when you do change it. At the same time, if I did not go through all those things that I went through to bring me to that point, maybe I wouldn't be here. The other thing was, would I travel to the past or the future? 1000% no on the past. I just feel like that is that area that just we cannot access anymore. Like, while it might be nice to kind of go back and see certain memories and like family members, I also feel like it is back there for a reason. I would say if I had to pick one between the other, I would say probably the future, just to kind of check in and see, where am I? What am I doing? As well as then I could kind of come back and be like, okay, what's going on over there? We kind of need to change some things here. But overall, I really try to live in the present because past is not happening, future may not happen. So I do try to take that time to just be like, sitting in this. It's okay to just be where you are for a second. Also wanted to know, what is my favorite and least favorite thing about being a YouTuber? 1000% my favorite. I am a creative at heart. I have always been very, very creative. I have made my own costumes, my own outfits. I have made elaborate gifts for people. I create my own Halloween and Christmas decor. I am just a very, very creative person. I love taking things and kind of turning them into something else. So being able to create videos and just kind of having that compilation of everything that's in my brain is just so special to me, and having that kind of corner of the internet where I can share those things. To me, being able to do that, share my creative interests, as well as connect with other people that maybe have similar interests or have similar thoughts, is just so important. And then as far as for my least favorite thing, there's not a lot of them for me, but I would say the big one that definitely stands out is to be perceived. I think a lot of people have difficulty with this, especially in the beginning of their, YouTube or social media careers. It's very difficult to allow for people to see you for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes and be like, they are like this, or I know how this person is, or what they're all about. And it's hard to hear that and to kind of recognize that that's invalid, right? Because only you know yourself. And I hope that you guys realize that somebody coming across and saying, you are this way or you are that way, that is their perception of you, but only you know yourself. Only you have been with you your entire life, that nobody else can come and tell you how you are. So it's very difficult to have someone tell you what you are or what you're all about, and you know that is not true, and just kind of let it go. That was initially a difficult thing for me, but as time has kind of gone on, it's taught me a very valuable lesson, in that I realize now to not judge people so quickly. Even if in passing, if somebody is rude to you or they make kind of a joke that doesn't land well or whatever, I kind of just have started to sum it up to maybe they're having an off day, or maybe they're feeling a certain way, but I will not go and be like, oh, that's a bad person, or they're this and this, because I don't know enough to make that assumption. And it's kind of just allowed me to be more forgiving to people in that, because I now see how quickly people can do that to me, especially if I'm putting myself out there, that allow other people to make mistakes and allow it to not be a personal attack. So ultimately it was a lesson, but also in the beginning, it can be a little tricky to deal with. Other question was, what made you want to be an influencer? I have several different reasons why, but I would say the one that mostly stands out to me is I got really sick. It was back in 2024, but I also had issues in February of 2025 when I was first kind of starting to try to build this account. And it had just knocked me out for a while. And I went to the doctors, and they had basically told me that I needed to start taking it easier. I needed to take better care of myself. I needed to manage my stress better. I needed to exercise more, like all of the things, like all the boxes just needed to be checked. And it was a big reality to me to acknowledge that what I'm doing was not enough. It was not making me feel good. It made me realize that I needed to do something that was going to be fulfilling, but that I could also control my hours, and to not have that pressure to know you have to go in and you have to be this way and you have to perform at 100% all the time. I really found this love of content creation because I could show up every single day in whatever capacity I was in. And that has just been such a blessing to me, to be able to find something that I can still feel good and still feel like I'm working, but that can also give me those breaks when I need it. You guys also wanted to know, do I have any other jobs besides YouTube? As of February 2025, I quit working. I decided to dedicate my entire time and energy to this account. So I have not worked since then, but previous to that, I have worked in a lot of different places. I have done food service, retail, hospitality. I went to school for criminology. I have worked in sales. I've done so many different things, and all of those things have kind of made me realize what I didn't want and have kind of gotten me to this point. What am I going to do when I hit 1 mil? 1 mil, I feel like what would be appropriate for that is bringing all of the friends and family to like a vacation, all-inclusive kind of vibe for like a week or two. Last thing you guys wanted to know, how does it feel reaching 25K? What's crazy about it is in February of 2025, I told myself, I was like, I'm going to reach 100,000 subscribers by December 31st of 2025, which was kind of a wild idea at the time because I had less than 100 subscribers. But I was like, you know what, if I commit myself fully and this is all I do and I'm just posting and being really consistent, I was like, I can do it. So to be here and to have it be August and be at 25K and be a fourth of the way, so surreal. And I know that there is so much time, and I am just really, really excited to just be one step closer to that goal. And that is the last question. Thank you guys so much. If you guys would like me to do a part 2, let me know, as well as I did have an idea as far as to kind of do a my life through kind of like different pictures and to highlight like different parts of my life through photos. I always love a visual representation. So if that's something that you guys would be interested in, let me know in the comments. But I'm so happy to finally create this video for you guys, as well as if there is anything else that you guys would like to see or any questions that you have, please leave them down below. And if you are not already subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as part of our community, and I am just so excited to see where this channel goes.